Good evening, everybody, and welcome to some late night Hypermine Vanilla, otherwise known as Hypercraft. But, yeah, I've been trying to record this episode for several days now, and it's just not happened. Various issues. Internet stopped working, which was just awful, as you can imagine. I was able to keep in contact with everybody thanks to my phone, but, yeah. It was pretty bad. I got intermittent service, so I was able to do some things. I was able to hang out with the guys on the weekend and do some mini games and stuff, but I haven't been able to record for any lengthy period of time. And the other issue is that I've had weird shutdowns on my computer again. Just a few, and certainly nowhere near as regular as it was for a little while. So I've done some work in here that you would have seen if everything was working fine. And now I'm getting freezes. That's just great. Alright, so what have you missed? Okay, most of the work has been done down here. You missed the new vertical power. So we gathered a bunch of slime blocks, attached them all to redstone, wired these all up. So let's go down there. All it is just really long lines of redstone. Nothing impressive. Just all hooks up, travels underneath this. And this is our item elevator. I think that needs that. So if we go up here, this may end up being a shorter episode than usual, mostly because I'm kind of in a hurry to get it all done. And there it goes! And anybody who's up in the Gentleman's Club will be able to watch potions whiz by. I may change that out for glass. Actually, let's do that now. So if we take that, and that. Yeah, that would be fine. Alright, and if we head all the way up. Ta-da! So when potions come out, they come out of here. So what we need to do is finish building the other 5 auto brewers and set them up with all the right materials. So what we need to do is go through all of these quickly. And put a single nether wart in there. Oh, no, don't open that. Open that. Okay. It gives me an opportunity to talk about something a little bit. One of the problems that I've always had with my videos and my channel in general is that my audio quality, not great. Everybody knows it, I know it. It's just one of those things that I've always had a problem with, mostly because I've never been able to afford to get a actual decent microphone in, which is problematic when you're trying to do YouTube at all seriously. Oh, looks like there's a little bit of lag on the server. Where are all... There we go, hoppers. That is a little bit of a problem, you can understand. Now, to try and remember how this all goes. Right, so... I need those. I need those. Need some of that. Oh, yeah, Dollarmeister is streaming. Oh yes. I suppose that's a bit of an important development right there. We've invited a number of new friends to the server. Dollenmeister and Audio Modified, as well as Panda at Play. Dolan and Audio join us as full-time YouTube members, and Audio is here as a sometime YouTuber, usual fun-time guest. So with Zul'jin and False going, we obviously had to think long and hard about what we were actually going to accomplish. Wow, I'm just dropping. This is just ridiculous. Okay. Yeah, so we had to think long and hard about what it is that we wanted to accomplish as a server. And how we would make up for that loss. Because it is a loss, no matter how you look at it. Somebody moving on is still a loss to your server, to your community. Sure, they're going to be around, they're going to be friends and all that. None of that is ever in contention, but you still have to think, well, that's a inlet into the server that's no longer there. So you have to think in terms of replacement, or well, replacement's a horrible word, because most people think, well, no, you've thrown away the other thing. And Zul'jin and False aren't really going anywhere. They're just not going to be recording here. They're still our friend. They hang out in the chat. In fact, Zul'jin is even more chatty now than ever before. So we have to, to get back on point. You have to really think about how you want to progress your server and your community in light of people moving on, finding new opportunities. And one of the ways to do that is to bring in new members. And it's not the only thing that we're talking about. We also need to jumpstart our activity and whatnot. But we thought long and hard about it. And these are two of the choices that we made. There are other choices to be made. We're still in the process. It's not a quick short-term thing. This is something that will be ongoing for a while, because the life of a server depends on the people. So in order to keep things fresh, you need to be constantly looking for that talent that will boost your server. Anyway, I got on this because I was talking about sound. I got onto some weird tangent about the philosophy of server management. That's fantastic. Not useful to anyone. So yes, luckily, a very good friend of mine has decided that they would sort my life out for me. And they provided me with a new microphone setup, which should be arriving in a couple of weeks, something like that. So it's not going to happen overnight, but it will be happening soon-ish. And with some play on after that, I'll be able to have immensely better sound quality. Looks like they've just met up at Hickory Springs. And that's going to be a big thing for me, is that suddenly I will have better sound quality, which is going to be immense for my channel. And rightly so. And I'm hoping I'd be able to capitalize on that properly and really, really help myself grow out. Because that's one of the things I want to do. I will never ever assume that this will ever replace my job. I don't think it's possible. Oh no, looks like one of those was a ghost. I don't think it's possible for YouTube to replace my job, though that would be amazing. I think that's pretty much anybody who makes videos. It's their dream that they can stop doing whatever it is that they do to pay the bills, to make YouTube pay their bills. Alright, so we just have, I think we just have 54 of something in here, don't we? 54. So luckily we got a bunch of this. One day I will live the dream, clearly. I'm sure I did this, did I not do that? Yeah, I did. Must have been some sort of weird lag issue. Okay, so... not too worried about this right now, but make sure it's sitting on top of the redstone block. Yeah, it looks like the lag is a bit bad today, but that's something that happens. We are recording this on a server halfway across the world. That's all good times. So yeah, anyway, let's go back to discussing the happenings on the server. So we brought these 3 new people in here, and it's part of our effort to add a little life to the various servers. Hypermine has been going for a long time, and most of the original cast have sort of moved on, and there are some vestiges that are left, but for the most part, it's almost entirely new players. So in order for that to work, you really need to... how do I build that next bit? You really need to have a group of people who are going to work. Is that a comparator? It is. I don't have enough comparators. Who are going to work and build the server up and, you know, bring life to it. And it's not easy to find those people. No, definitely not easy. It's a full-time job, really. Luckily, we already had some great folks on here. So it's made it a little bit easier, and if you were wanting to get on the server and it's something that you've been thinking about and sort of asking about, don't be despondent that you didn't get on. We've got a very long list of people who we were thinking about, and your name is probably on there. It's just that we had to really whittle it down to best fits and whatnot, and then we had to vote on it because we're a democratic society. Hypermine is all about democracy for America. No. Yes. I'm getting lost now. Okay. Oh my god. Such achievements. Oh. This lag is going to get to me after a little bit. I can tell you that right now for free. Do I have any quartz? No. No. Of course I don't. Of course I don't. I suppose actually I should concentrate on just building this first one here. And then what is going to be the most difficult bit is getting the potions into this water stream here. Because there's 2 things that we need to be concerned about, which is, one, we need them to be on the sides. If they're in the middle, they will hit the fence post and then they won't go up. And the other is that we don't want them clumping up, because we want them to go through in separate little potions as they come out. Doesn't matter if they collect at the top when they land, but we want them to come out separately just for the whole we've made these single potions thing. Okay, so this one doesn't matter because it's not actually connected upstairs. This one does matter. Where are my droppers? Get a bunch of that. And that. Okay, let's take a look here. So, redstone. Forgotten how these things all work. Okay, so the next layer up. Do. I'm already lost again. Into a block. Into a torch. Okay. So, into a block, into a torch. No, is that right? It is right. Yeah. Into a block, into a torch. Okay. Now we need to get the other things out. I can't. It's been like 3 or 4 days, and I actually cannot remember if I've already done this with you. If I've gone through this build with you once. That is how bad things are right now. Right, and then that's goes onto some redstone. Which goes into 2 repeaters. Okay. Alright, so that's that. And then it goes in, down, in. So the way this works is a dropper goes over here, and a dropper goes over here, and I believe there's another dropper that goes over here. And then there's another dropper that goes just above this. And that's firing because there is nothing in here. Cute. Okay. Is that right? Just trying to think, is there meant to be another hopper in somewhere? Dropper. I keep saying hopper, but it's dropper. Right, so nothing above that one. But this one has 2. Such a klutz at times. Ding. Okay. So the way this then works is that one, that one, and that one. And that one. Let's go back across here and double check. So these two ones here are downs and the other one is in. Oh, this is going quite badly. Oof. So that's a down, that's a down. And then that one's in. Did I build this the wrong way around though? I don't think I did. So this one here at the back, the solo one, that one goes, oh, it's going to its right, so in this build it would have to go to its left. Yep, okay. So that should all be right now. So we got that there. I've already pre-filled all this with water bottles. There's 2 double chests and 3 hoppers worth, but I will obviously always have to come back in here and do that. So we're going to stick some sugar, some glowstone and some redstone in these various things. So that's number 1. So that's that. And we need to just so glowstone and then redstone. I was hoping I had more glowstone floating about. So this would be number 2, which is the sugar. This would be number 3, which is the glowstone. And wait, am I doing this right? I've got an extra one in there, don't I? 1, 2, 3, 4. And on here I have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Alright, okay. I've put an extra one in for some reason. So let's get that back. Right. Let's figure this out then. So that one should be number 1, the one closest to the chests. And if we remember correctly, this one just goes straight down. So that one. I'm not sure this is correct anymore, but never mind, what choice do we have? And I believe these need to be all on 4. 4 ticks of delay. 4, 4, 4, 4, 4. 4, 4, and 4. Okay, alright. Alright. So, let's see if this works. Just make a quick button here. Right, let's pop that in there. That's next. Wait a second. Darn it. I know, there's something in there, okay. Alright. So after this is finished, it should throw in the sugar. Boop. Probably speed this bit up. Okay, perfect. Works perfectly. I just need to go get way more materials and drop down in here. Shump, shump, shump. Okay, there's a water bottle in here. I know why that is. I know why that is. So, potions of swiftness. I thought there was swiftness too, but maybe I'm wrong? I'm pretty sure there is. Doesn't matter. Anyway, thank you very much, folks. You've been a fantastic audience as always. I'm going to complete just the extra little bit here off the side to drop the potions into the item elevator. And when we come back, this build will be complete, and we can move on to the next one. Adios.